Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all doing well, and by the grace of God, I am also doing fine. As you can see, it's another beautiful sunny day, and a day like this is always a blessing, filling me with energy to get things done for my family. Today's video is a little different. It starts after a long, tiring trip to the market. I had to walk a very long way to buy some essentials for my daughter and our home. The journey is always tough, with the sun beating down and the heavy bags in my hands. But the thought of my daughter's happy face when she sees the little things I bring for her keeps me going. It's a small struggle for a big reward, and that's the essence of a mother's life, isn't it? As we finally arrive home, the feeling of relief is immense. Just seeing our little home, standing there waiting for us, makes all the exhaustion melt away. It's our safe haven, our little corner of the world, and there's no better feeling than unlocking the door and stepping inside after a long day out. The first thing I did after getting home was set up a special gift I bought for my daughter. It's a simple netted playpen, but for us, it's a wonderful new addition. Here's a little tip for all the mothers watching. Creating a safe, designated play space like this can be a real game changer. It gives you peace of mind and a little window of time to focus on other tasks, knowing your little one is secure and happy inside. I carefully unfolded the net and secured the frame, creating a cozy little cocoon for her. I also bought her a new set of clothes from the market, and seeing her in a fresh, clean dress always brings a smile to my face. I gently changed her clothes, and she looked so adorable and happy. With her safely playing in her new playpen with her favorite toys, I could finally turn my attention to the many chores Gidarin and me. A mother's work is truly never done, but moments like these, seeing your child safe and content, make it all worthwhile. With my daughter happily occupied, I decided to tackle some work in our small garden. A productive garden is the backbone of our family's meals, so keeping it healthy is very important. The first task was to clear out all the overgrown grass and weeds that were stealing nutrients from our vegetables. It's hard work under the sun, but I find it very therapeutic. As I pulled out the weeds, I felt like I was also clearing away jagged worries and creating a clean slate. Here's a simple gardening tip for you all. I always try to weed after a bit of rain or after watering, as the damp soil makes it much easier to pull the weeds out from their roots. After clearing the area, I took the new vegetable seeds I had bought from the market and carefully planted them in neat rows. I made small holes in the prepared soil, dropped a few seeds in each, and gently covered them back up. It's an act of hope, planting these tiny seeds and trusting that with care, they will grow and provide for us in the future. After planting, I gave the entire garden a good, long watering. I watched as the thirsty soil drank up the water, knowing that this was a crucial step for the new seeds and our existing plants. The sun was warm, a gentle breeze was blowing, and everything felt peaceful. My daughter, seeing me work, had eventually grown tired from her playing and had drifted off to sleep in her playpen. I quietly went over to her, lifted her sleeping form gently into my arms, and carried her inside to our bed. Seeing her sleep so peacefully, with her little chest rising and falling, is one of the most precious sights in the world. This quiet time, when she is napping, is my golden opportunity to prepare our evening meal without interruptions. It's a balancing act that all mothers know well, making the most of every quiet moment. For dinner, I had decided to make a special, nutritious meal. I had some fish that needed to be cooked, and I wanted to pair it with the fresh vegetables from our garden. The first step was to prepare the fish. A quick tip for preparing fish in a way that kids will love. I always make sure it's cleaned thoroughly to remove any fishy smell. I washed it carefully under clean water, making sure it was perfect. Then I moved on to the vegetables. I washed the leafy greens and other vegetables we had, chopping them finely. I love using ingredients that we've grown ourselves. There's a special satisfaction in it, and you know for sure that it's fresh and healthy. I find that involving children in the process, even just by letting them watch, makes them more interested in eating healthy food later on. It's a great way to build good habits from a young age. Before I started the final cooking, I noticed my children's fingernails were getting a little long. Keeping Gigi nails trimmed is so important for hygiene, especially since they are always playing in the garden and with our animals. So I took out the small nail clippers. This is a task that requires so much patience and a steady hand. I sat down comfortably and gently took my daughter's hand in mine. I spoke to her in a soft, soothing voice as I carefully trimmed each tiny nail. Then I did the same for my son. It's these small acts of care that are so central to motherhood. It's not just about feeding and clothing them. It's about tending to their every little need with love and attention, making them feel safe and cared for. These quiet, focused moments of grooming are a beautiful way to bond with your children. With all the prep work done, it was time to start cooking. I heated up some oil in the pan over our wood-fired stove, and soon the kitchen was filled with the delicious aroma of frying spices and fish. The sound of the sizzle is always so comforting, a sign that a warm, hearty meal is on its way. As the fish cooked, I added the chopped vegetables, letting them soften and soak up all the wonderful flavors. While the main dish was simmering, I put a pot of rice on to cook. The smell of the cooking food, the warmth from the stove, and the knowledge that my family would soon be eating a wholesome meal I prepared with my own hands. It's a feeling of deep contentment. It's the simple rhythm of daily life, of providing and caring, that brings so much meaning to my days. Finally, dinner was ready. The rice was perfectly cooked, and the fish and vegetable stew was rich and fragrant. I carefully dished out the food into our bowls. I went to wake the children, and their faces lit up when they smelled the food. We all sat down together on the mat on our floor, as a family. I started by feeding my youngest, blowing on each spoonful to make sure it wasn't too hot for him. My daughter, who is a little older, was already trying to eat by herself. Seeing my children eat well and enjoy their food is the greatest reward for all my hard work. It erases all the tiredness from the day. These shared meals are the moments we truly connect, a time to be together and feel the love that holds our little family together. It's in these simple, everyday moments that we build our strongest bonds and create our most cherished memories. After our wonderful meal, it was time to clean up. The children went back to playing with their toys for a little while as I gathered the dishes. I washed each plate, pot, and spoon carefully, scrubbing them clean and setting them out to dry. Keeping our home clean and tidy is a constant effort, but it's one I take pride in. A clean home is a healthy and happy home. As I washed the dishes, I could hear the happy sounds of my children playing in the other room. Their laughter is the sweetest music, and it fills our small home with so much joy. Even when I'm tired, that sound gives me a renewed sense of energy and purpose. It reminds me why I do everything I do. As evening began to settle in, a deep sense of peace fell over our home. The chores were done, our bellies were full, and we were all together. I went to join my children, sitting on the floor with them and playing with their simple wooden toys. These are the golden moments of the day. Watching them sleep so safe and peaceful is my final and most profound joy of the day. It's a perfect end to a long, hard, but beautiful day filled with work, care, and so much love. And that brings us to the end of our day. Thank you all so much for joining me and my family. It's in these simple, everyday moments, the hard work, the challenges, and the sweet rewards, that we find the true meaning of life and family. I hope this little glimpse into our world brought you some peace and warmth. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends and family. Your support means the world to us and gives me the strength to keep going and sharing our journey with you all. We will meet again in the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.